there, comic book friends and fiends. It's Rob here for the Great Wall of Comics. It's Slabber Day, and that means it's also Saturday, and it's time for OnlySlabs. So let's go. We're going to get this thing started. Normally, I would call up to the Great White North and call for Chris, but Chris called in sick this morning. So we immediately go to the understudy extraordinaire, and we go to Kansas. And we say, hey, as much as I'd love some barbecue, can you send Mike Becker?
It's actually Missouri.
Missouri, shit. But you guys got barbecue
Missouri.
too.
Yeah. And Kansas City, Kansas, they're okay.
They're not the original.
That's not where the Chiefs are at. That's not where the best barbecue spots are at.
Kansas City is derivative, whereas Kansas City, Missouri, A-okay, right?
It's okay, Rob. It's tripped a lot of people up. In fact,
we do it all the time.
A friend of mine accidentally almost booked her flight to deep into Kansas when she was trying to go to Kansas City.
I think I get confused because my cousin or my brother-in-law lives in Kansas.
Right.
Anyways, we have a guest today. We do. For that, we need a guest, and we have ourselves a great guest from another fellow Californian, although he's down in Southern California. Ladies and gentlemen, Paul from the 619. How the hell are you, sir?
Happy to be here. Happy to be here.
Dry? Are you keeping dry?
I know it's raining. It's raining hard out here, but we need it. So yeah. Thanks for having me, guys.
Every time I hear about rain in Southern California, it's like it's either there's no rain or there's way too much at once. There's never there's never like a light drizzle. It's just freaking inches or nothing.
Well, last January we had a rainstorm. We haven't had anything like that. There was flooding. There was actually flooding in this comic book room. So if you see this, these short boxes, they're all on milk crates. And on the other side of this wall, I have sandbags just lined up. So if it ever happens, I'm good to go.
Jeez, I hate to have to think like that, but sometimes you do.
I'm scared.
Well, we're going to get back to you and your comics and all this other fun stuff in just a moment, but YouTube law does require that we play Romper Row.
Romper bumper, stomper boo, tell me do. Magic mirror, tell me today, did all my friends have fun at play?
Well, the adventurous Joe is here to say it's time for Booyakasha. Okay.
Booyakasha?
Booyakasha. I don't know. Booyakasha. That's
Booyakasha.
I don't know. Oh,
Booyakasha. All right. I hope if I offended anybody, if I just said something I don't understand, I'm not sorry.
And thank you for not accidentally just picking a language and making it suddenly worse, right? Anyway, so thank you very much to Jefferson Joe. And for those of you guys, as we do this, for those of you guys who are tuning in for the first time, never seen this show before, by the way, just look at the description down below if you're watching this on the rewind. You'll see a timestamp. You can jump past this intro. Folks are going to be dropping some super chats. All the super chats and stuff, they all go to support Comics Curing Cancer, an official campaign of the American Cancer Society. And then we'll be getting to Paul here in just a second. But we want to say hello to Let's Crucius. Hooray! Woohoo! Marty Alechko drops in. Says happy. Yeah, well, no, that's absolutely true. Yeah. He's either one of two things. Let's Crucius is either in the witness protection program, or he's actually the code name for a deep state computer that watches the entire internet all at once, which is kind of the only more explanation as to why he's in every stream.
I like that. That, Rob.
Marty Alechko from Canada swinging by to say hello and dropping, as usual, the first super chat of the day, dropping $2 Canadian super chat, says C3 never ends. Let's keep them donations rolling. Absolutely. And sir, this one is for you. Heroes for Hire Comic Book Club. Let's freaking go. Aaron James says, yeah, well, I got your let's freaking go, and I'm looking for a group. Wait, no, he wants to let's freaking go. Where'd you get that? How you doing? Alan Cox, here we go. Absolutely. Arturo Schomburg. It's Slabber Day. DBS and Chill. Let's see if Paul delivers.
Oh, the pressure.
Can you deliver like the post office or better?
We'll try. We'll do our best.
Kenny Bird. Hi to everybody who's here today. Thank you so much.
Good.
Lana Ling. This is the most streaming I've watched in months. Happy Slabber Day, everyone. Well, we thank you for choosing this to be your stream to watch. Let's see. I dropped and linked up above the C3 for the people. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but the C3 bundle is still available all month long. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Johnny Garcia, happy Slabber Day. Austin LeMay, hashtag for the people. Hey, gang, gotta catch the rewind later, but I'm looking forward to seeing what Paul has to share today. Jean Malot, good afternoon, everybody. Cliff on Comics says hello to everyone. Ronnie Johnson, I'm Batman. The Batman. Thank you so much for dropping that. This one is for you, sir. Marty Alechko, member for 34 months. Thank you so much for being a channel member and supporting Comics Curing Cancer for all that time. A1 from day one, best giveaway box. Yes, absolutely. And if you don't know what he's talking about, you'll find out later on in this show. Twice we're going to do pulls from the greatest weekly pull box on YouTube. Let's see here. We're now to Jay Knows the Way. Bang! $20 super chat. He says if every viewer kicks in $5, Rob will host next week's show with his shirt off. If I did that, it might happen, but I would have a sweatshirt on instead. But hey, anyways, it's a nice thought because nobody wants to see that. This one is for you though, Jay. Oh wait, I need to give you the big one. Where did yours go? Here it is.
Oh. That's not what it looks like.
Whoa, slow down. Perfect timing. freezing rain warning up in Canada. David Clark says, I'm at the pizza shop getting pizza for this. Oh, excellent. Grab us a slice while you're at it. That'd be great. Jay Knows Way saying bonjour, Jean. Let's see. Cat Fan Comics Man, member for 28 months. Happy Slabber Day, Chris, Rob, Paul, and the 619. And today, since you are Chris, back Mike, that's you too.
Oh, I didn't actually know I had to assume his salutation duties. We might have to rework this deal, Rob.
Happy Slabber Day, everyone. Hope you had a great week. Well, in our defense, some of that stuff happens before the we actually ever go live and people know. Heroes for Hire Comic Book Club, giving a little shout out there to the Black Order Comic Club that you're a part of. Let's see here. Phil Ailing, hello everybody. Wayne Deacon, it's that time of the day where I drive off into the sunset holding hands, the new sexy couple of the internet. It's Thelma and Louise. Happy Slabber Day. I love the creativity that we get with this group. It's awesome. My wife swings by and says, slabs. It's Stockholm syndrome. Let's see here. Paul says hello to everybody. Happy Slabber Day. Jay Knows the Way. Speakers in front. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. So there we go.
Hardcore.
Mr. Comics 89. Best thing about daylight savings time is now I can sleep in till 4:30 for the show. Mr. Comics reporting for duty. He's over in South Korea, Paul, in the army.
Oh wow! Thank you for your service.
Yeah, so
man.
he wakes up every Saturday, or well, it's probably Sunday for him, to join us for the show, which is awesome.
Amazing.
Speaking of waking up on Sunday to get here, woo, Mad Spidey dropping that $30.99 Australian. Do you get free refills with that? Because he knows that's the clip that he's getting. He's calling his shot. Here you go. This one's for you.
Free refills with that?
Voggs says he's at work, but he'll catch the replay later for sure. Thank you so much for that, Voggs. Let's see here. Who else we need to say hello to? We haven't said hello. Oh, Matt drops a $2 super chat. Says, cancer. And I agree with that sentiment. This one is for you, sir.
That beautiful bean footage.
Well, damn, look at that. We got the Adrian Panda Awesome joining us here today. Look what you pulled out, Mike.
Rob, fun fact, he lives in Kansas.
Oh,
true story. Okay. Yeah. Just Your Average Geeks. Hello. Nerdy Geek. Happy Slabber Day, Rob, Chris, and everyone. Brian Barrick. Hello. Good afternoon, all. I have comic issues. Hello, everyone. I hope all your issues are comics. Bleeker coming in. Hey, nerds. Bleeker, I'm starting to have a problem with Bleeker. His mustache is coming in quite well, and it's beginning to make me nervous.
Okay. His mustache, though, to me is more like a French Canadian wrestler mustache. It's got a little. It's got a little.
He's got the little one. So he's going for the V for Vendetta mustache, goat versus the Green Arrow. So yeah. But
is that what you're calling this look?
It's very. If you look from a comic book perspective, yeah,
it's very Oliver Queen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, anyways, not that that was what I was going for, but what the fuck, Panda? Yeah. 1063 Comics 2. Shane, welcome back to the YouTube verse. What a freaking haul he dropped. Talking about coming back, he's not gonna limp in. Oh, I got 75 books to box. Let's see here. Cliff on Comics. I just see Junior Editors Week. We do a guy from Missouri to correct Rob. The Collector P. Wow, am I that far behind? Okay, we need to accelerate this. We're gonna be here till next year. Collector P, thank you for being here. Dagger Cards. Oh, we're not in Kansas anymore. 25 cards through the mail. Hello. Chopzilla the Ruler. Thank you so much. Nothing we have for here. Barbarian Kung Fu, you made it again 2 weeks in a row. Yeah, we're happy to have you here. The real James Willie, not the fake.
Oh,
James.
shit.
He's
Willie?
here.
Yo.
Yeah, absolutely. Joffrey Castro, hello, everyone.
Yeah.
Beckerman gets his first named appearance in the chat that I noticed. Let's see, 3 good nerds. Happy Saturday. Boom. Who else we gotta say hello? I'm gonna skip over a few things as I'm just looking for names at this point. Philobox Comics, what's up? Happy Slabber Day coming up very soon on the show. Tate Prime, hola, como está? Let's see here. Who's got Steven with a C? Happy Slabber Day, Henchman and Goon Squad. Mike Hanley, what's up? Paul, take your hat off.
No, bro. Gotta represent, Mike.
He's
No matter
all,
what.
that's right. It says, I was like, what is he talking about? Oh, it says
Yeah, his
Dodgers.
Dodgers
His
fan.
Dodgers. Yeah.
Yeah.
For the last year or
Talking
two. Yeah.
trash.
The mad respect. Good morning, community. Let's see. Geek out with Roscoe. Hey, everyone, stopping in to say hello. I hope that y'all have a phenomenal day. Thank you, Roscoe. Always a pleasure to have you swing by. John's Comic Avalon. Hello, how are you? Let's see here. I'm assuming that this was a reference to me with my shirt off. No, really, you don't. Where'd you get that? How you doing? Both your packages from C3. Excellent. Nice to know they got there in one piece. And show me some slabs, and more slabs. Smash that like button, everyone. Christina Payne, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us today. Brian LCS, happy Slabber Day. You can't see it just off there. Brian, it came.
Oh, let's go.
So there you go. It was much bigger than I thought. And that's what she said. LP and the Sprogs. Hey, everyone's okay. I received my items from the auction. Thank you so much for letting me know. Appreciate that. Let's see here. I see you, Real Rude 6. Thanks for joining us. Real Rude 6, great guy. Real Rude 7. No,
not so much.
No. You gotta watch out for that guy.
He's kind of a jerk, actually. The Wolf of Wall book, Cisco. Hey, let's go, Paul. Let's see here. Scrolling through real quick. We're so far behind. I can't believe so many people turn out. I love it. And I think I got to the end. If I missed anybody, I really, really apologize. But I do want to get to the show. We're going to throw that ticker up, which means it's time. We'll throw Paul up here, and then we're going to make him big. Boom. And Paul, welcome to OnlySlabs. Thank you so much for joining us. Remember, we're going to make it super official. We're going to take off the TV 14 banner, and we're going to put the OnlySlabs banner up now. And Paul, before you show your first book, we like to let everybody know, give a chance to give your comic book origin story. So these folks get in the little Cliff Notes version of that time that you were exposed to radioactive material and found yourself imbued, not with cancer or some deformity, but with superpowers, as is the only possibility in the Marvel universe.
Yeah, well, pretty much lives in San Diego all my life. My dad was in the Navy, and when I was little, he used to go overseas a lot, so I didn't see him for long periods of time. So my mom pretty much raised me, my younger brother, my younger sister by herself. And then when my dad would come back, to break the ice, so he would be on a ship, and all these sailors would buy comic books, and they would read them, they would switch, and the other guy would read it. And then there would be comics all over the ship. Well, my dad had this idea of gathering all these comics and bringing them home to me, nice. And pretty much that started my love for comics. And it was a good way to break the ice with my dad, because my mom would say, "Oh, go hug your dad." I was like, "Who is that guy?" Right? But then he would have comics in his hand. I'd go, "Father, welcome home." So, but what I remember, titles like Captain America, Master of Kung Fu, mainly Marvel titles. I didn't read a lot of DC back then. I was more of a Marvel guy. And that's pretty much it. I've been collecting ever since I was a kid, off and on. Like during high school and college, not so much. Back then, you didn't tell people that, you collected comics or played Dungeons and Dragons.
In high school, it was.
Yeah, you kept on the down low. And when I was dating my wife, she did not know for a long time because I thought that'd be a deal breaker. But, since then, it's been great. My wife encourages me, with my collection. I couldn't do this without her. But yeah, it all started with my dad. And nice. It's I remember my mom would be like mad because I'd have all these comics all over the place. But yeah, my dad pretty much encouraged it. And I remember going on base and stuff, and they used to have those spinner racks.
Yeah.
I remember seeing my first X-Men comic, and I was like, "What the hell is that? I want some of that," you know.
Nice.
But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Perfect. Well, before we show off your first book, I want to acknowledge real quick. One last super chat just came in from Lee P. and the Frogs, $4.99 pounds super chat. Thank you so much for that. Let's see here. We are. This one is for you, Lee.
You know, I'm very conflicted about how I'm supposed to feel watching this.
The best parts are those endings, like where you tack a little more on.
So good.
All right, let's go ahead and show off that first book. What did you bring to share with everybody today? How are you going to start your appearance?
All right,
off?
so okay. First off, I know this is a slab show. I prefer my comics.
Watch out, I got a quick hook. We show slab books.
I do own slabs.
We show slabs.
All right, so
they're not Pokemon cards, are they?
So I am trying to collect a whole run of Spawn. I'm pretty close to completing a full run. Sometimes it's cheaper to buy a slab than a raw book. I don't know why that is, but sometimes you find the deals out there. So I'm gonna start with a Spawn book. This is Spawn number 1.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
But yeah, that's my first book. Again, I'm trying to complete a run. This was, for some reason, cheaper than a raw, so I went to grab it. I'm thinking about cracking open, but as far as if I'm on the show, I'm not going to. I'm gonna keep it slab.
Yeah. Go ahead and hold it up there so people can see. Yeah, I think what you get with some of these is you do get, especially with modern books in the 9.0s, 9.2s, they can be really inexpensive just because they're modern books. And if it's raw, people will pass it off as they'll just say it's near mint minus or something, and then they'll be able to sell it. And the person buying it hopes it's going to be something more type thing. So it's definitely an opportunity to get some books now. Is this a key at all, or just a book for your run?
No, this is a book for my run. I love the cover though. I mean, it's great. It's Greg Capullo. So I love his art.
Capullo, okay, great art.
Yeah, you can't go wrong. And then the thing with Spawn. I mean, a lot of the covers are bangers, and it's not a cheap run. I know Austin's in here. He would know. But so I wanted to say something because, I recognize in the very beginning, you in that lobby, that was the Westin over at Heroes Con. Yeah, I was like, I know where that is. Yeah.
Yeah, we typically get together. We shoot. The previous intro to this show was us coming down the escalator at the Westin. And then so we've only get Chris and I only get together so often. So but it's practical effects. No, well, actually not true. I guess there's that little explosion thing. But it's not AI. We're real.
Yes.
All right. So everybody's excited to get some Spawn in there. Let's go ahead and show off your next book. Okay.
So this one was this was a book. I actually had 4 copies. And I sold 2 and I got 2 graded. And, unfortunately, the thing is that they're polybagged. So, you don't know what it's going to be like in the inside. I'm kind of happy to get the 9.6 because I did get another one graded and it came back a 9.0. And I was like, you know what I mean? It's like, so, and when you, because I did submit this, I did get this, send it in for grading. So you don't know because again, it's in the bag, and sometimes
you kept it in the bag when you sent it in. Okay,
yeah, but they don't give the bag back to you. They just come in, they just bring the comic back with the slab. But I guess a lot of them that were polybagged had like a line down it.
Well, yeah, because what happens is a poly bag when they get sealed, there's a seam, and that and then you stack the books on top of each other in the box for distribution, and so that digs into the book behind it or in front of it, and you get these seams or creases, and sometimes those creases can be pressed out, sometimes they can't. But if you submit it in the bag, I don't know that you're ever going to get a 9/8 if you submit it in the bag.
Yeah.
I think with this book, if you have one that's in a bag, you need to open it up. You need to have it cleaned and pressed. Fortunately, you don't get docked for it not being in the poly bag. So take it out, have it pressed. You get a chance at having that press out, but it is a tough seam to get out of those things, which is why it's there's a whole group of people say, hey, if you still got books that are in the poly bags, you really shouldn't store them in the poly bags. That they take them out because
there was a DC comic. I can't remember what comic it was, but it was like an early poly bag DC comic. I remember taking out of a long box after storing it for a while. It just disintegrated in my hand. I was like, oh shit, okay.
Let's pull that book back up there for a second, though, because I think Mike wants to ask a question about it.
Yeah, I was going to say, can you read the right side of that label for us, Paul?
All right. It says, first appearance of the new Spider-Man, Miles Morales, poly bag removed.
Yeah, so this is a book that, I mean, it's funny, is in a 9.6 at one point, this book was up near $1,000. Now it's around $350.
Yeah, it's definitely affordable now.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a rare book. It's a modern book. There's thousands of 9.6s and thousands of 9.8s out there and stuff. But it's definitely a book that if you don't have a copy of it, you should have a copy of it. It is Miles Morales is legit a modern day key, major key character to have in this first appearance and one have. Now, the big thing to do is, if you don't have a copy and you're looking to get a copy, is make sure you educate yourself, because Marvel, in its infinite wisdom, did distribute a reprint of this book about a year and a half ago, or a facsimile, as they called it, and it is virtually identical. There's like very little difference. Like you can tell, like the Marvel, there's. I
think theirs is red. I think the facsimile
it has that red.
They made it unnecessarily similar.
So close. It looks so close to the original.
The problem is that it's still like it's so recent that the pricing and everything. So it's like you have to look for that marveling, and you have to look at the barcode. But make sure buyer beware. You don't want to be one of those people who thinks they just got themselves a steal and paid $100 for a 9.8 ultimate call out when and all you got was a facsimile. So buyer beware. Make sure you know what's going on. Yeah. The signatures at the bottom are different too. Okay, that's good to know there, Barbarian. Yeah. Hello to Tito the Alien. Absolutely.
Hi, Tito. I also want to say, Mad Spidey, I can feel your jealousy. It gives me sustenance.
All right. Rocking on.
All right. So for my next one, so again, I said, early on, I was a Marvel guy. That has changed. I read a lot of more DC these days. What I mean? As a kid, Marvel. Now I read a lot of DC, a lot of independent stuff. But I got this. So yeah, I got this before the pandemic. And these are one of the first. This is one of the first books that I got graded. Is Mike in here? Is he still in here?
He was. I don't know if he still is or not, but it's too high of a grade for Mike.
I know it is. It has to be under a 3.
He did. He just got a copy, actually.
Did he? Nice. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, Paul bringing the heat. There we go.
And I don't have these in any particular order. I just have them like leaning against this desk, so I'm just reaching down and grabbing them. So yeah,
order doesn't matter. So obviously,
and this is of course first Harley Quinn. Yep, I'm not even going to make them read the right side of the label, folks. We know what it is.
First
and
Harley
it's
Quinn
right here
in
on the cover.
comics. We have to emphasize in comics because Harley
In
Quinn
comics.
obviously was first appearance, obviously
In the cartoon,
TV.
yeah.
And then there's the debatable, comic that came with a record or cassette or whatever that was, all those. But in traditional comics, here we go. Absolutely, this is a great book and it's another one of those modern Grail pieces or big keys major key that worth having.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh, for
Awesome.
sure.
Thank you.
Harley Quinn has definitely made herself into, some people have, noted that based on sales or anything else that she's up there in the the Mount Rushmore for DC right now, number 4 position.
Oh, yeah.
Sometime, 4 or 5 as far as top characters for generating revenue for them.
Yep.
For sure.
All right. So my next book is X-Men 266. It's it's the UPC variant.
Newsstand variant here. We got ourselves Paul. I'm curious how you're going to present this book. How are you going to present this book as? What do you refer to this?
Early appearance of Gambit.
First cover appearance. Excellent. Very good.
Okay.
First cover appearance of Gambit. We can even go so far as to potentially say first intended appearance of Gambit. Publishing dates were a little weird, but
so I have 4 of these, but this is the only newsy that I have of this. So I went to got it graded.
Oops! Wow, that's interesting to know there, Jay.
Nice.
This has become so controversial in the community. What does CGC say on the right side of the label there?
All right, let's see. The first full appearance of Gambit, Mystique appearance.
Yeah, see, that's the problem is because they throw out those words of full appearance or anything else. And look, we understand that this was the first appearance storyline goes. But because of publishing, the way that publishing worked at that time, it didn't necessarily hit the stands first. So to call the other a cameo when you appear throughout it, you're interacting with other characters or anything else, it doesn't fit the definition. So it's definitely safe to say it's the first cover appearance. There's no doubt about that. First intended appearance, absolutely. But yeah, it's the money book. Yeah. And that's what ultimately it doesn't matter when it comes to anything else, right? With Hulk, same thing goes for Hulk 180, 181. We can all sit here and argue the first appearance, cameo, whatever, this, that, it doesn't matter. What matters is if one is what the community has decided, that's the one I'm going to value more. That's the value, the money book. The money book doesn't have to be the first appearance. It doesn't have to be.
Yep. Agreed. All right.
Excellent. Great book.
So one of my favorite writers is Rick Remender. One series that he wrote that I'm a big fan of is 7 to Eternity. This is issue 1. Yeah. And I think this is cover A. The A cover.
Is that a favorite book of yours?
Yeah, it is. It is. It's actually as far as there's like Deadly Class. I can't even talk. Deadly Class, and this pretty much my favorite series that he's written. So yeah,
I really like his X-Force too.
Oh yeah, yep, I do too. And that's where I first got exposure to his writing. I mean, he killed that series. Ooh man, yeah.
A lot of love
Pretty
coming in for 7 to Eternity. Awesome.
Yeah. I would love to meet him one of these days, but he doesn't go to a lot of cons.
Doesn't do a lot, no.
Yeah, doesn't do a lot of cons.
But I mean, you live in San Diego, so I think he does San Diego.
He doesn't do San Diego Comic Con. I've seen him there.
I think he does
his
panels.
His line would be...
Yeah, it would be brutal.
Yeah. All right. So, first appearance of Brother Voodoo, Strange Tales, 160.
Oh my.
I feel like you tricked me, Paul. When I saw your first book, I was like, cool, we're about to look at a bunch of Spawn. And then like I haven't seen another Spawn book, and
I know.
you got all
Just
these
one.
great first appearances. Please read
Yeah.
the right side of that label.
All right. This says origin and first appearance of Brother Voodoo, Jericho Drum, first issue of Strange Tales since 568. So, and
Heck
the
yeah.
thing is, I didn't think I was going to get 9.6. I thought
That's
it was going to
crazy
be.
grade.
Yeah, it's. I looked it up. There are not that many in this grade. 9.6, 9.8. They're usually beat up copies, well loved copies. So yeah. And I end up getting this. When I bought this, it was like $20. Nobody ever heard of the guy, But I thought that's a cool character. So yeah. So if they ever
Yeah,
make
no.
like a Strange Academy and they have this dude in it, ooh, this is gonna blow up.
Yeah, this is
Strange
one of those,
Academy is so good.
it did
Yeah.
start to blow up, but I mean that's still actually a big book. I mean, Mike. We like
Oh
to do
boy.
every once in a while. We like to play guess the value.
I'm
If
so
you
bad
wanted
at this.
If you wanted to pick up a 9.6 graded copy of the first appearance of Brother Voodoo, what do you think the current market price you should expect to pay for this book?
I feel like I'm gonna go way too low, but last time I was on here, I went way too high. So I'm gonna say 250.
You are so low.
Yeah.
You can't even get a 9.0 of this book for 250.
I suck.
Although, some would say the nexus of value might be a 9.0. 9.0
I'm glad
would
I
cost
didn't
about
cheat though. I didn't look
$360.
at the comments. I did not look at the comments, and now I'm looking at them, and everybody's better at this than me. I kind of go
Yeah.
based off of what it was when I was shopping for them, So
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you. So this year, this 9.6 since May, there were 3 sales in May. It hasn't been one since. Sorry, but 9.6 copies sold for $1,200, $1,300, and $1,140. So you're around roughly about $1,200 to get yourself a 9.6 graded copy of this book.
Nice.
Absolutely phenomenal. What a
Yeah.
great deal.
Thank you.
Dr.
Boy,
Von
that was-
Hoot swings in. He says
was
middle
even
finger
worse.
cancer, love from the Thought Bubble. Yeah, DVH out at Thought Bubble.
Oh, he's at Thought Bubble.
He's getting a lot of great commissions out there on the spot, including I love his ones. He's got these artists that do horror covers with him on them, which is phenomenal. Thank you so much, DVH, for swinging by and dropping that. This one is for you.
That's the first time I ever asked for anything I really wanted.
And we're back. Look at that. And then look at that. Now people are going, holy shizzle, it's not affordable anymore. Damn, I should get my copy graded. Yeah. Yeah. And the book definitely went up in value. But actually, if I look back historically, that book in a 9.6, it's actually way down. Obviously, with everything else in the pandemic, 2023 had a high, or 2022. Holy cow! In 2022, that book in a 9.6 was selling up as high as $4,800.
Jeez,
What?
Yeah, 21-22. There were multiple sales at $4,000 for that book in a 9.6. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well, a lot of things like when the pandemic hit and all prices were like that.
Everything went crazy.
I was making money, but then I was thinking, shit, why did I sell that? I didn't want to sell it. So
but now you
cool
can buy
thing
them
is that-
now for cheap again.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
or
buying
cheaper.
stuff back, but yeah, I'm buying it for less, so which is great. So this character,
Yeah. Look, I'll come back to you, Papa. I'm sorry.
Take the bass out of your voice there, Pop. That all
Yeah.
caps. We can't
all in
have it. We
caps.
can't have it.
So the thing is that when I like a lot of my collecting, I'll collect characters that I like, right? So this is a character that I was really like. I thought, oh my god, this character is gonna hit, but then stuff happened. So like this
Oh
one,
yeah.
I
There's
was
a
like,
book that definitely was going up for a while
oh my
with
gosh,
on
I'm telling
speculation.
you, I bought it, and then he started doing started appearing stuff. I'm like, oh my god, this thing's gonna blow up. But then it went back down to earth. But I still love the character. It's a great character,
Mhm.
you know. So yeah, so this, you want me to read it, Beckerman?
Do it, man. Do it.
All right, let's go. First appearance of King the Conqueror. Yeah,
Yep.
and this is like my earliest Avenger that I own. Is namely because I wanted the first appearance of him. So
Awesome.
yeah.
All right, let me acknowledge Papa's super chat, and then we'll do one more slab, and then we'll pause for our break. How's that? Papa had said, woohoo, woohoo, you know what? I'm here. Thank you so much, Papa, for your super chat. This one is yours.
Do you
right,
mind
thank you
if
very
I
much, Papa.
take a stab at reading that real quick? Can you highlight his super chat again? I would like to read it.
Yeah.
Woo, woo, woo! You know it. I'm here.
Well, maybe because he's such a big fan, it's more of he's such a big
I just wanted to
wrestling
show
guy.
that he was yelling at us
Ric
again.
Flair.
He's yelling.
It could be more of a
woo, 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 woo. I forgot about that clip. I love it so much.
All right, sorry about that. All right, back. Let's go back to you, sir, Paul.
Okay.
Your final book before the break. What do we got here?
Let me take it out of the plastic. So this is a comic I've wanted for a while. I ended up picking it up a couple years back. Very happy to have it. Love the grade. First appearance of. Well, let me read it first. First appearance of Hercules and Zeus. Thor versus Hercules. Only issue becomes Thor annual. So yeah.
That's a banger, man.
And I had, the cool thing is I had a local buddy press and clean this. Awesome. So, and then yeah. And then getting that.
Great book. Great book.
Thank you.
All right, that's an awesome first half. We're going to come back and we'll be checking out some more books here in just a second. But this is part of the show where we're going to pause. We're going to do some self-promotion. We're going to put up the phrase that pays in a second. It'll give you a chance to get do our first giveaway. But first, I do want to call out a couple things. I want to make sure we recognize all the members of the Goon Squad who are channel members at our highest tier every single month. They're helping to support Comics Curing Cancer, Dale of Suspense, DJ Links, Dr. Von Hoot, Legion of Comics, Stephen C., Justin Birch Letters, The Comic Vet, Austin LeMay, Mad Spidey, Collecting with Durs, Chuck Hensey, Lone Eagle, Comiverse, Deadman, Anachronic Comics, Colossus Collector, Timo Hana, still only 35 cents, Cliff on Comics, Bearded Comic Bro, Never Could Figure It Out, Daymares, Valenrook, Jay Knows the Way, Ronnie Johnston, Comics on the Edge, Omnibo, TM Nerdy, Silver Eagle, Sal's Comics Quarter, Kingdom of Nerds, and Johnny's Comic Stuff. Thank you guys all so much for being members. Of course, every month we do a draw, and all the Goon Squad members get 2 entries, where the henchmen get 1 entry, and we give away a free shirt to them. Shout out to Chris Bell. He just posted image of him. He was our channel member, henchman of the month this last month. 100% of the proceeds from the channel membership are part of what goes to Comics Curing Cancer. In case you're curious, the channel revenue that's generated, what we do with that. is Comics Curing Cancer has expenses. Shipping costs a lot of money to ship globally for free, packaging materials, everything else. We use this channel revenue to cover all that. Then at the end of the year, anything that hasn't been spent on that gets deposited into the American Cancer Society portal. So thank you guys all so much for that. Also, pinned up at the top is a link that is going on right now. That's the For the People bundle for a limited time. All proceeds go to Comics Curing Cancer. And this is, you get the 2025 Comics Curing Cancer art book, the 2025 exclusive Crow Dead Time cover from Ace Continato, named on CGC's recent top 10 list of horror books or Halloween themed books. And then the 2024 C3 exclusive of Sonic the Hedgehog art by Miko Sawayan. Those are coming almost out. So this is a limited time while supplies last. The C3 bundle, you click that link, it'll take you there and you can make that purchase. That's awesome. All right, let's go ahead and throw up the phrase. Everybody, if you can enter hashtag Slabberday, that's going to get you entered into the pools. We'll do a random drawing here in just a second. And somebody's going to get 6 books from the pool box. They get shipped anywhere in the world. So everybody can play along with us. You'll know it's time to turn the page when you hear Tinko Bell ring. Oh, no. Paul. Well, I'm done with my blabbering there for a second. How are you doing? Why don't you tell folks what's coming up for folks over on Paul in the 619? What's going on with you?
Well, I do have that. My Tuesday live stream is the Tuesday night Amazing Friends. Pretty much just a community hangout with my homies. We play some games, show some books, talk about a little bit of the comic book news. Just have a good time, man. You know what I mean? And so, it's cool that I get to hang out with some of the coolest people in the community. But yeah, got that going.
What time's that?
That is 5 p.m. Pacific and 8 p.m. Eastern time. And it's about a 2-hour show.
Excellent. Anything else going on the channel, or is that the only show?
I do have on Mondays, I have conversation with the community. I talk, I try to have a different guest every week. They are pre-recorded. So, it's more of a relaxed atmosphere. I have a set of questions that I ask everybody. It's a lot of fun. I've interviewed so far like 30 people, but I've yet to interview the 2 gentlemen above me. I would love to have these guys on my show one of these days.
People just have to ask.
Yeah. Well, the thing is sometimes it's hard. People got family, work, and trying to get the planets aligned. Sometimes it doesn't work out. But you know what? The thing is that I'm on IG. If anybody if I haven't interviewed you and you want to be interviewed, dude, hit me up, message me. I would love to talk to you. There's a lot of cool people in the hobby, and I want to talk to everybody. So yeah.
No, it's absolutely. I know as a person, obviously, who's scheduling shows all the time, trying to get guests, and sometimes you just completely miss people and don't think of it. But I tell people, it's funny. Is I remember when I had, I don't know, a while back, I remember listening to other people who had channels when they were around. I used to think were big channels, and now that I'm like, over 5K, I still don't think of myself as a big channel, but everything's perspective, right? And you do get the bigger you get, I think the less invites to things you get, because people just assume that you've got so much going on or you're too busy or everything else. So my advice to anybody out there is it never hurts to ask, whether you're asking me or whether you're asking a channel that somebody who's got 20,000, 100,000 subscribers, reach out to them. The worst thing that they're going to say is, no, I don't have the time, So, I mean, we were trying to bring on one of the, I won't name names, but for C3 this year we were trying to bring on one of the really, really big names in the comic space for OnlySlabs, and we were going back and forth multiple times. Unfortunately, we just couldn't make it align due to the fact that I'm unwilling to do the show anything other than live. So, and it was and Saturday was his heavy production day. So he couldn't do a lot of stuff that day. So it was I got it, dude. It's cool. But you never know. You can't win if you don't play, right?
Most definitely.
Gotta ask, man.
Mike, what's going on over on the Comic Viking channel?
We're on a kind of a hiatus. I don't know when we'll be back. At some point, though, we will be back.
Fair enough.
You've made me feel shame. I have no schedule. This is why last night when you reached out, I was like, yeah, I'm in. I didn't even realize what time it was. I was reading Dungeon Crawler Carl books, which is my new obsession.
That's awesome. All right. Well, we've given everybody some time. I see we got 72 entries now with 67 active watchers. So now we're in the point where people are throwing on their second account. So let's go ahead and pull this in 3, 2, 1. Wheel of Fish. Our winner of this first set of pulls is going to be, boom, Dagger. Congratulations. Dan, I just shipped stuff to Dagger. Man, I should have waited another week.
Dagger always wins. Dagger always wins. That's
Congratulations, Dagger. All right. Let's pull the box over. We got a box full of books. Now, Paul, you're going to be pulling the books for Dagger. The way that we're going to do this is you either give me a number 1 through 10 from the front, 1 through 10 from the back, or we just do back to front action and you tell me when to stop.
Okay.
Right?
We can go
6
front
books total.
Okay, front 5.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right.
Okay, back 8.
2, 4, 6, number 8. Okay.
Okay, let's go front 2.
Number 2 from the front. Okay.
And then go 4 from the back.
All right, 2 more books. Shall we just do a random?
Yeah, go random. Stop.
We'll take both these books.
Sure.
Okay.
Boom.
Nice.
All right. Let's see what. Oh, jeez.
I will be outraged for Chris because I can already tell I think I caught a glimpse.
All right, here we go. First up, we have an. Oops, I think I make myself big. We've got album cover variant for Power Rangers.
Okay.
Yeah, you get I think that's the Weezer album, right?
Yep. Thanks.
Only it's Power Rangers.
Power Weezers. Wait. We got the Amazing Spider-Man 316.
Love it.
The Scorpion entering the realm there.
Is that Tom McFarlane art?
Could be. 316 would be that era. Yep. McFarlane's signature there, or a little trade box there at the bottom.
Nice.
We've got Iron Man issue 59.
Oh, I need that.
So sub 100
Dagger, send it to
me. Yeah. Oh, one of my favorite covers. A nice Mike Zett cover. Captain America 286.
Come on,
Deathlock Lives.
Wow. Banger.
Why is this in the giveaway, Ben?
This is a phenomenal
It's a
cover.
fun book. That's such a fun book.
We got the second appearance of Apocalypse, the second full appearance of Apocalypse here at X Factor number 10, this anniversary cover.
These are so collectible too. So many people love going after these. And Panda Awesome, we don't have long enough left on this show for me to answer your question. I'm sorry.
And then the final book in this 6-book pool, we've got X-Men issue 25.
What?
First cameo of Kukulkan and first appearance and origin of El Tigre.
Damn. Congratulations, Dagger.
Yeah, obviously it's not in pristine condition, but it is still X-Men number 25.
So X-Men number 25 is just a book like in a giveaway box, because that makes sense. Exactly.
It's the greatest weekly giveaway box on YouTube.
Yeah.
It really is. I don't know who could possibly challenge you on this.
Congratulations there, Dagger. That's great work to you. Let's bring Paul. We'll be doing that again, guys. There'll be another giveaway at the end of the show, so make sure you don't run off anywhere. It's how you do. Exactly. Wait, it's how you do, says the freaky one. All right, let's get cracking back into some more slabbing action. That hot, sexy slabbing action. What you got, Paul, to get us excited? How are you going to combat X-Men 26?
So this is a cheap slab that I bought on eBay. It's a character that I like. Will we ever see him? I don't know, but I love Marvel space stories. I'm really big on that. And when okay, let me just show it. So when they had the Null, when Null was a big thing, you know, this was a character that appeared during that time, and I thought, oh, that's pretty cool. He's got a whip and he looks like a zombie. So I was like, you know what? Let's check it out. So I ended up buying the slab. Reading the top right, it says first appearance of Ray. So yeah. So
not a character I'm familiar with.
Yeah. Like, I know I have a couple copies, different variant covers, because there was so much stuff coming out that time, but I don't remember if I read to understand who this character is or what their role is.
Yeah, he's kind of like he's a bounty hunter. He's got like the space age like motorcycle, you know. So pretty dope. I thought it was cool.
So he's like Lobo.
Yeah, it's kind of Lobo. Marvel Lobo.
A bounty hunter on a motorcycle in space. Got it.
Yeah. So
it really, I mean, that's the house of other people's ideas. Sorry to interrupt.
Well, that tracks for Marvel. Yeah.
All right. So okay. So someone asked me the other day, you know, because there's people in the community, they collect a particular female superhero. Like I know guys that collect like Rogue. I know guys that collect Harley Quinn. Well, I like the Goblin Queen. I have a thing for the Goblin Queen. I think underboob is sexy, so I collect her stuff.
What red-blooded American doesn't?
So yeah, Goblin Queen is like the chick that I collect. So and I like Mr. Sinister.
I mean, you combine the two. Let's be honest.
Is this a Mark Silvestri cover?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm
wearing this brand.
Yeah, let's go. So I did have this raw. I did have it clean. I had it clean and press. I think the guy, I forgot his name. I think his name is Dave. Spine Tick Pressing. He pressed it out for me, and he actually he sent this in for me free of charge. He goes, "Give me the book. I'll press and clean it, and I'll send it into CGC. You know, all on me." And he did content out of it. He made a video of him pressing and cleaning, and so I have to thank Dave. That was very awesome of him to do this. But yeah, this is the comic that he cleaned and pressed. Nice. And he also got it graded for me on his dime. Yeah. The kindness of the community. Definitely appreciate it.
Yeah. Side boob's good too, Ronnie. You get with Madeline, sometimes you get a little of both. You get inside boob plus under boob. Yeah. So
yeah.
All right, let's shout out to still only 35 cents, dropping that Australian $20 super chat. Finally awake for one of these Smash Cancer folks. And he said, and he's here for some X-Men. You just missed us giving away an X-Men 26. But we're going to acknowledge that super chat and give you your own. Here you go. All right, Paul, back to you, sir.
All right. So I'm a big Street Fighter guy. I love Street Fighter. You know, what I love about comics is they have a comic for everything, you know. So the thing is, with when it comes to comics, there's something for everybody, and I try to collect every Street Fighter. If I see a Street Fighter comic I don't have, I want to buy it. So this is one. This is a Dynamic Horses uh sketch variant.
Oh,
Street Fighter Zero. It has like it's funny. They have the certificate of authenticity, besides the slab. But yeah, this is something that I saw that I needed, so I bought it. 9.8. Yeah. Yeah, you can see the flag in the back. I got E Honda on the flag, so yeah, I'm all about it.
are you excited for the new movie?
Yeah, yeah. The thing is, I even enjoyed the first one. It was so damn campy. I mean, you can't really take it serious. I mean, if you saw those people in real life, it'd be kind of like that movie, right? So, they have a lot of wrestling dudes. Dude, I know Beckerman, you love wrestling. So,
So does Rob.
you know what I mean?
It's true.
Rob, you like wrestling too? You're low key wrestling because you never say anything.
I don't watch as much of it anymore simply because I gave up live TV streams, so I can really only watch mostly watch recaps for the most part. But I'm back into it again. Been for a while.
Well, I'm all I love Cody Rhodes. I love Roman Reigns. To see him in the movie, yeah, heck yeah, man. I'll pay money for that. Yeah, heck yeah. Another Rick Remender comic that I have in a slab is Black Science. Yeah.
Ooh.
So I don't know if I've ever checked this one out.
It's pretty good. It's just it's funny.
I see a bubble helmet.
Well, it's about a group of people that travel in time, and they messed up. They're trying to get back to their original time, and every time they try to get back to the original time, they go to somewhere else. So it's like a crazy ass ride. Yeah, no, it's dope. It's a dope story. Another Rick Remender classic.
That's great.
I always like seeing what people are into, like you with Rick Remender, Rob and his bubble helmets and his sci-fi, like classic sci-fi. I like learning about like what other people are into.
Yeah.
Shameless plug: this week's episode of Only My Slabs, all Atomic Age heroes.
Oh, nice.
I mean, that's cool, man. Not as cool as Speedball, but it's still pretty cool.
That's true. I mean, it is no Speedball, but maybe Speedball put on a bubble helmet and
right. I mean, he could.
Before we came on, I was telling Rob and Beckerman that I was organizing my my collection. It's been like a freaking week, and my wife, I was telling them that I have like so many boxes of comic books in my living room, and my wife keeps asking me, "Are you done? When is this going to be out of the living room?" And I'm telling her that this weekend it'll be cleaned up. But it was funny because I did run across Crisis on Infinite Earth 7. So this is a homage to that comic. This is Deadpool number Cable 25. So instead of Superman holding Supergirl, it's Deadpool holding Cable. Yeah,
that's a great. I like parody homages.
In a slab. I just love this cover so much. I thought it was so funny, and yeah, and it says right here, Deadpool appearance, last issue, Crisis on Infinite Earth 7 cover homage. So.
That's nice.
So I have from the first X-Men volume, I have pretty much, well, no, I do. I have 94 all the way to 544. So starting from like the Chris Claremont run, and so I end up getting the 94 slabbed. So. So yeah,
This
and again, seeing that X-Men on the spinner rack, that was a life changer. I definitely it was a comic book ahead of its time. A group of heroes from different parts of the world. There was an Asian guy who like, was on fire. He didn't last very long on the team, but I thought that was cool.
Sunfire, yeah.
Yeah.
But here
Yeah.
we're getting the strong kickoff, right, of the whole new team, the team that for so many people today, our generation, that this is their X-Men construction, right, versus the original incarnation where you get all these other characters. And a lot of these newer characters are some of the most popular. I don't feel like my wife, for example, Storm is by far, her favorite of all the X-Men and stuff. What part of that newer generation.
Nice.
Excellent
Colossus
book,
is
sir.
a big one.
Thank you.
Yeah, Colossus got a big following.
For me, I really like Colossus. Big Nightcrawler fan too.
Yeah.
So in Vegas, they have this comic book store, Torpedo Comics. I think you guys heard of it.
Never heard of
yeah.
it. No, just kidding. Just kidding.
I know. It sounded like I was name dropping, but no, I wasn't. Anyways, I went to Vegas a few years back. It was my wife and it was our wedding anniversary. We went there, and we saw this on the wall, and it was pretty decent price. So my wife said, "Do you want that?" I go, "Heck yeah, I want that." So she bought it for me for our anniversary, and when I bought it, it was raw, but I did get it slab. This is a giant size.
Yeah, this is the best ever.
Yeah. So yeah.
Congratulations.
That is a clean looking 6.0 too.
Yeah, it is pretty
That
clean.
presents well.
The thing is, like, out of everything in my whole collection, this is the thing that I'd have a death grip on this before I let this good thing go, because it means so much. And it's one of the things where how I said that. Let's snip it. It's
the second. It's like the third appearance of a character.
Yeah. But no, something that my wife got for me that was awesome. That was an awesome anniversary, anyways.
Oh, it's a great book. I mean, no, let's bring it up. We got to talk about it and give it its proper due here for a second here. Everybody loving it. Obviously, giant size X-Men. We're talking about. I jokingly refer to it as third appearance because third appearance of Wolverine, but this is his second overall appearance. But first appearance of a few characters there. You care to read off the label there for us, there, Paul?
Yeah.
And Chris likes to argue that this is the most important X-Men book of all time. I like to say this is the second most important because X-Men #1 is the most important because you can't get to this book without the other. Yeah, but please.
Says first appearance of the new X-Men, Storm, Nightcrawler, Colossus, and Thunderbird. It says second full appearance of Wolverine.
Second full, but third overall appearance. Yes.
Yeah.
Boy, who gets more appearances than anybody?
Yeah, I know.
But awesome book, man. I know that was a book for the longest time. People used to think I was crazy. I used to say I had no desire to get a copy, and I didn't have a copy for the longest time. I was like, oh yeah, I don't care.
Didn't you get one in 2023?
I did.
Heroes?
Yeah, I got one at Heroes Con. I wasn't looking for it. It just happened to fall into my lap that for the price I couldn't walk away from it because I am among other things a key collector. So I finally picked one up. But I mean, wasn't like on my hunt list because I'm not an X-Men guy. I leave that to my wife. So maybe it's her book now. I don't know.
I had this great moment where I got to talk with Rob on Thursday that weekend. We were hanging out at a table, and he's like, yeah, I don't really think I'll end up getting too much, but, I've always got my eye out. And then I want to say it's Saturday, but it might have been Friday night in the bar I came up on you. You were sitting at the bar. It's either Friday or Saturday. And he's just got a stack of bangers. Just an absolute stack of wreckage.
Yeah, I did some damage that year.
You really did. I was like, what happened to not doing too much?
Anyways, all right, Paul. This isn't about me. This is about you, sir. Thanks for keeping us on track.
I'm a bad co-host.
Nice. All right. So, okay, a lot of people are gonna hate me. You know, he's not one of my favorite characters, but I believe he's one of them very important to comics.
Mm-hmm.
Hulk 181.
Oh.
Yeah!
So I sold a 7.0 years before, and I was like, man, I need that book back. But I didn't want to pay for what a 7.0 ended up being at the time, so I settled for a 5. And I love it because when CGC does this stuff, you know, I love it when they put, like, you know, the Wolverine, and then if you look at the 5, it has like the claw, like it's. I love that. I thought that was so sexy. I had to get it. So yeah, so happy to have this book back in the collection. But yeah.
Yeah, you know, this is another one of those books I didn't for the longest time. I wasn't like, you know, whatever. Everybody's got it. I don't really care. But that was this year. This year I did when I went to Heroes. It was like, okay, I'm gonna pull the. This is what I'm gonna get. Yeah, it was just like, all right, let's just. Yeah, custom label.
Now,
all came to play.
Did they take out the right side of the label on this?
They flip it to the back.
It's
on the back side.
It's on the back. Yeah, it's here. It says first full appearance of Wolverine, Wendigo appearance is what it says.
Yeah, Wendigo. Yeah, you can't forget about him. He's down there in the corner saying, "Hey guys, I want to play. Let's play tag.
I'm in this comic too.
Yeah, don't forget me." Awesome, but that's a great.
So this is a
perhaps the biggest Bronze Age book there is.
Yeah, I think so.
That's the one. Really important.
I mean, it's up there with X-Men, Giant Size X-Men. Those two are got to be 1-2 on Bronze Age. Well, that and Punisher, first Punisher, those three. Yeah. Let's go one more. What's the next one you'd put on the Mount Rushmore of Bronze Age keys, Mike? We know that first Punisher, ASM 129, GSX 1.
Yeah, 129 would have been my guess.
Mm-hmm.
And then what? You're looking for a fourth one then? So you got GSX 181, 129. Bronze Age. I know I'm missing something. What is it? Ghost Rider?
Maybe. That could be.
Moon Knight.
Chat. Let us know below. What do you think? If you were to Marvel Spotlight 5, what do you think? If we're gonna say that GSX1, Hulk 181, and ASM 129 are 3 of the top 4 on the Mount Rushmore Bronze Age keys, what are you putting? Marvel Spotlight 5 is getting up big. We got TOD 10. It was TOD.
Oh yeah, first Swamp Thing.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Green Lantern 76 coming in.
Nice
first
to see
Swampy.
DC get on the list.
Well, GSX already there. That's one of the ones.
I mean,
we
to
already
me,
gave
it's Nova #1, but nobody's gonna agree with it.
So interesting. That's an interesting thought. Anyways, we'll still. I will see some of those spellings will come, but let's get back to Paul and some more slabs. God,
right,
that's
so
a great thought.
It's funny that came up because this is a book that I low-key wanted, but I just never came across a copy that I'd want to buy until, you know, I mean, sometimes, you know, you're in the right place at the right time. So yeah, I ended up getting the Spotlight.
Slow down.
Yeah.
Got
this in the 7. Yeah.
So Paul's vote then is for Marvel Spotlight 5, and that's a solid. It's definitely a solid possibility there for that. I think there's arguments for a lot of these different ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad now that was my guess.
Cap 117, not a bad guess for introducing Falcon.
All right. So my
Not really a
next
guess,
one
it's a
is
suggestion, I suppose.
this is like as far as characters, this is probably like in my top 5. So yeah, Black Panther.
There we go. Look at that banger.
And
We
a
gotta give you-
7-0.
Let's
Beautiful.
give you a clip for that one too. Here, we give you. I don't know.
Woo! Oh, he shaved his head.
Yeah,
That was Comics by the Baby.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All
Here
right.
you go. First appearance of Black Panther. Fantastic.
T'Challa. Yeah. Inhuman appearance. Oh yeah.
Yeah, if this had been a Bronze Age book, we would definitely have to throw this one up there. But
Yeah.
being a Silver Age, Kirby Key, big character, absolutely.
Yeah, most definitely. And Bozeman, I mean, he did his character justice in the movies. Rest in peace. Yeah, to see him in the MCU, wow, that was a game changer. That was so awesome. So cool.
Christopher Works says, unpopular opinion, Fantastic Four, not that cool.
Ouch. No love for the first family?
Well, he's not saying he doesn't appreciate them. He just says they're not cool. That's all.
So, the thing is that it's funny because like usually when I collect comics, I always go with cover A. I'm not a big fan of second printings, third printings, fourth printings, yada yada yada. But
Well, those are consolation prizes. Second, third, and fourth printings are consolation prizes.
Yeah. But this third printing was so dope, I ended up buying 2 of them. So it's Rage of the Red Lanterns, Final Crisis #1. I just love this cover. So I had to get it. I got it twice. I got it in the CGC and CBCS. What'd you say, Beckerman?
Who did the cover?
The cover says sorry, my eyes are failing me. Shane Davis.
Okay.
Shane Davis and Jeff Johns story. So yeah. Love that. So I when I sent this in, there wasn't a big chunk missing from the back of the comic. When I got it back from CGC, there was. So I was like,
Somebody else's book.
So yeah. Avengers 57. First appearance of Silver Age Vision, Black Widow, and Ultron appearance. So yeah.
Oh, first appearance of Silver Age Vision.
So look at that.
Where was Vision before? I mean, granted, I understand
Golden
the
Age
body.
Vision.
Oh, it was a different character though.
Yeah. There's a.
Yeah.
It's Roy Thomas, so he's always going to borrow from the Golden Age. There was a character named the Vision, and then you're right. For
then the body
is history purposes. It's Jim Hammond's android body and the brain waves of Simon Williams' Wonder Man.
Almost, yeah. But yeah, this is a comic I've always wanted. So I ended up picking up. But yeah, it was kind of weird how they brought it back to me with a chunk missing from the corner. But,
yeah,
it is what it is.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right, cool. Let's get us into I don't know, Paul here. Let's give you 2. I'll give you 2 more. So you got to pick because I know you pulled out a lot of books, so you get to decide which 2 you want to do. And then we'll give our final giveaway and wrap her up.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you again, Rob Beckerman, for having me.
Thank you.
This is a lot of fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't get to show these very often, so it's cool to be on the show and be able to do that. So thank you.
We appreciate it.
This is FF48.
Never heard of it.
Oh my God! What the? No freaking way.
9.9. Yeah. So again, I love when CGC does this. That's cool that they put the Fantastic Four on there.
I love it, except for one thing. I hate when
What's
they
that?
don't shift the art over and then they cover up the art
sticker.
with their stupid Holo logo. So it's the Fantastic 3 in that label there.
Do the thing.
Yeah, they
You know he's
covered
back
up
there
their
though. You
own
gotta
detail.
see him. You see his his backside.
Yeah, you think that they could have figured it out when they did their graphic design and know, hey, we put a sticker here. Let's shift the printing over slightly.
Yeah, there's nothing right here. There's all this space. They could have done it. But anyways, it is what it is. First appearance of Silver Surfer and Galactus cameo last page. Inhumans Watcher appearance. And it's funny too because it's kind of, we're so used to seeing how Galactus is, purple and blue. And when you see him in the last page of this, it's kind of jarring. He's like red and green, I think. You're like looking like, what? Galactus was red and green? But yeah, I'm glad they fixed that because that color scheme did not look good.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously we got the giant toga. You
don't
don't want to
make
be
me-
below. You don't want to be below them. But yeah, so we Biggie's asked the question, so let's go. What do you think a 7.0 copy
I
is going to
mean,
run
I
you
know this
in
book's
today,
been
in today's market? It's definitely been a roller coaster.
yeah, it's gone up and down. I'm gonna go like around what 2,200 maybe.
Yeah, no.
I'm low. I'm high.
But surprise. So here's the thing, because 7.0 is potentially one of those nexuses of value that there's a huge jump between a 7 and a 7.5. So if you were looking at a 7.5, you're not too far off. But for a 7.0, we come down actually. Looking at it right now, a 7.0 recent sale $1,180.
Ooh.
Okay,
But
so I was over this time. I'm getting better.
But a 7.5, 1,900 within
Wow,
a week
that
of
is a
each
big
other.
jump.
So yeah,
Well, I
it's
thought it was a 7.5 then.
yeah.
Wow,
very
that's horrible. You
cool.
can find that.
It's interesting the way those things work sometimes. Yeah.
What am I going to wrap up with? All right, we'll wrap up with this.
Yeah, I think Tate's got a good point. Now's the time to buy that book.
Yeah, no, that's a good time to buy it.
The Fantastic Four movie hype is dying down. Actually, the time to buy will probably be in another month or so. Actually, it would be right coming into right around March, when people who need money for pay their taxes start selling their books and are desperate to sell, and people aren't buying them up for Christmas gifts. That late winter, early spring is usually where the deepest dip in the comic market happens every year, technically.
Nice. So I did mention him earlier. I did show 2 of his books. I actually did mention the comic. We're gonna end with this. Another Rick Remender book. Deadly Class. This is another one of my favorites. Yeah, I have all the floppies raw from. I have the whole run. Yeah, amazing. Sad that it didn't last very long on TV. I thought there was a lot of potential. The cast was actually pretty good. But I love this story. And again, another series that Rick Remender wrote. Masterpiece. I'm so happy to have this in my collection.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That was a great mix of I like the mix of books today. That's phenomenal. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing those with us here.
Really
we will be wrapping up here. We're going to give ourselves, everybody, slabs for live. Why for live? Because I misspelled it. It should have been life, but now you get to deal with it. It's going to catch you guys up. So slabs for live. And that's the way. That's our hashtag. We're going to get you. So be careful typing it. Do another set of pulls from the box. Meanwhile, I am going to go ahead and tell you what's coming up over on my channel. Well, I just got done recording, editing, getting it ready for Monday's video. That's going to drop on my channel. Will be a C3 unboxing. I have a piece of original art as well as a mystery box that I picked up from DJ Links is in the mix during Comics Curing Cancer. So I'll be unboxing those. We'll see what I got in that mystery box. It cost me $240. It was valued in minimum of $250. So we'll see how we did. And then, we'll do Only My Slabs, of course, on Thursday. This week's past episode still tracking was all Atomic Age heroes. So Buck Rogers, that type of stuff. We had a lot of these Golden Age and Silver Age science fiction characters featured in this past week's episode of Only My Slabs, where I go 12 issues at a time through my collection of slabs. Next week, we're back here again with another episode of Only My Slabs. Our guest next week will be Comics on the Edge joining us. So be here again next week at the same slab time, same slab channel, and we'll see whether or not Chris is back to join us with us. All right, let's see. We're ticking through there. The Slabs for Live is our little hashtag there that everybody's entering in. I want to, I got to acknowledge all the henchmen. Here you go. Thank you to all the henchmen who are hanging out and supporting this channel every week. Also down below, the links, guys, by the way, to Paul. And if you're watching on the rewind, you'll see actually Beckerman's links will be there for his Instagram. You can check and follow him. As well as there's links there, some discounts going on, different stuff from shipping supplies to comic book pressing to whatever else. You can check those all down below. Benefit Comics Curing Cancer. I don't retain anything. Any kickbacks I get from these things, everything ties back to Comics Curing Cancer. So appreciate everybody for that. All right, let's go ahead. I see 72 entries out of 76, 73 entries now. That's great. So let's go ahead and spin it and see who wins it. Round and round and round she goes. Where she stops, well, the internet knows. And our winner of this second set of pools is Space Case Collectibles. Congratulations to you. Make myself big. I'll grab this box of books. All right, Becker. You're the man this go around. What
Four
are we
from the back.
4 from the back. 2, 3, and 4. All right.
4 from the front.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And now we're going to do some fingering. Stop. Front and back. Ooh, I saw that one a little bit. And stop. Front and back. And then I'm done, right?
Yep, that's 6.
All right.
Mm-hmm. 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 All right, cool. First up, we've got ourselves Thor 308.
Oh, nice.
Is that an early direct edition copy? Yeah, I think so. Sure looks like it.
Oh,
we got
okay.
ourselves Spider Boy there, that John Tyler Christopher negative space variant.
Mm-hmm.
Turner,
Yeah.
Supergirl. Mm-hmm.
Michael Turner goodness.
Indeed. Yeah. I realize I don't have the comments going. There we go. Let's see. We've got ourselves Ghost Rider, issue 30.
Ooh.
First appearance of Bounty Hunter. We've got ourselves Jungle Action featuring Black Panther, issue 18. This is first appearance of Madam Slay. I have forgot to label it, but I'm pretty sure this is the first appearance of Madam Slay.
These are some great books. I think I did well for you, Space Case. I hope you feel the same way.
And the final book here, we've got Luke Cage, Power Man, issue 24, the first appearance of Black Goliath.
What?
First appearance of Black Goliath.
Dang.
Congratulations, Space Case Collectibles, or Collectibles. Space Case Collectibles. Congratulations. Those will be going out to you. Make sure reach on out to me on Instagram with your address. We'll get those shipped out. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate you all coming out and joining us this episode of Only Slabs. Thank you, Paul, for joining us. Check out Paul in the 619 and all his amazing friends over on his Tuesday live stream and everything else going on over there. And you can check out, I'm sure over on his channel, he probably has a link somewhere to information about the Black Order Comic Club, just like I have links to the Black Sheep Comic Club down here all together. And until next time, guys, make sure you collect what you want. Don't listen to anybody, including me. I'm just a fat man with a fat stack of comics and a fat opinion. Thanks for watching.